Hello again, wrestling fans. This is Discuss TNA Impact Wrestling, right, Gary?
Yeah, discuss TNA Impact Wrestling podcast. Well, if you want the podcast, that's
Yeah,
up
now
to
we
you,
need
Jay.
we need a new name. Could somebody just give us a new name in the comments? I hate our name; it's too long. I can't forget the name of our own goddamn podcast. That's embarrassing. I'm JaySin. I'm here with the Horror King. I am currently out of state in New Jersey and babysitting, so this is going to be a weird one. I don't have many notes. I remember some of Sacrifice, I think, but not the show after Sacrifice. So Gary's gonna have to. Oh wait, no. Are we just doing Sacrifice? I'm so effing
Yeah,
lost.
the sacri- the sacrifice pay per view that was on the
Oh shit! Sacrifice was this weekend. Oh my god. Sorry, that's how out of it I am,
yeah,
everyone. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what week it is. I've been
yeah
chasing
short.
around a 4-year-old all week, which Gary is used to doing, but I'm not used to doing, so I'm totally out of it. But I did watch Sacrifice. I watched all of Sacrifice, and it was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. What were your thoughts overall? I mean, I feel like it was a good show, but like nothing shocking or
Um,
nothing huge that like I feel like they need.
yeah, I definitely think there's something lacking, but my biggest takeaway. I know sometimes it's not their fault. I guess there was some really bad storms up in
Oh yeah.
well, Ontario. Isn't that where they were hailing from?
Yeah, and again, they did apologize for technical issues, but Jesus Christ, it's every show, and I know what you're saying, like with the weather and all, but when do they not have
Yeah,
technical issues?
yeah, and like I wonder too, like if I did see like up further up, they were getting hit with snow and stuff too.
Yeah,
So
no, I mean I
I
get it, but
don't
like
know.
I was gonna say that too, but then I was thinking like, don't we say this every fucking month? Like when there's nothing happening, like there's always like a little problem with something.
It's this time of year, like we're getting all these gale winds and stuff. Like I
Oh my
don't know
God,
if
I've
you
been.
get
Oh,
New
you
York
must be dying
City.
right now. You must be dying right now because in Jersey there's 60-mile-an-hour winds and I'm just frozen, and I'm in New Jersey. Gary's upstate in the middle of goddamn nowhere where it's like negative 1,000. Okay, so whatever. Um, Mustafa Ali, I love everything about him. I hated that he was in a 6-man tag match though. But also, what about this? I had this thought. He only has so many dates, right, with TNA. So like,
Yeah, I guess
how
he's at this
strong
point.
do
He's
you? You
kind
know
of
what I mean? Like how strong do you book someone like that? You know what I mean? Like, because you know they're leaving.
well.
So like,
Well, the thing is, at the rate at which he's being seen on Impact or TNA TV, he's using them really fast. So we got to kind of make the most of it.
oh,
But
that's
I
true.
feel
Yeah.
we're burning them off a little too
Yeah, I
fast.
agree.
Like,
Yeah.
spread 'em
And
out
if
a
they're trying
little
to make the
bit.
most out of it, don't do it with a 6-man match like that. Like I don't know. I hate those. That's like
Yeah,
that's like a
I don't.
that,
Uh,
it's like a great Impact match. You know, like it didn't feel like it was needed for. I don't know. I don't like I don't like 6-mans. I don't like. I feel like I don't know. I don't
well,
like trios. I
to me,
never liked trios. I just don't like it.
to me, it takes away from the X division, which we were trying to like.
Yeah. Exactly.
It just showcased the last pay per view, right?
Yeah.
And now,
And quickly forgot about it. Yeah.
yeah, in 1 week.
We do have spoilers if anyone wants. We'll do that at the end quickly. This is probably going to be a shorter one because again, I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere and I don't have notes and I'm. But okay, Sacrifice pay-per-view. Let's start with that, I guess, since that's pretty much what we're doing here. Well, first off, what was your favorite match?
uh,
I'm gonna say
right.
yours was Hammerstone.
Um, I don't know. I think I enjoyed the Macklin Nemeth match more. My only takeaway is like the debacle of the feed. I think it would have been that much better for me, but I felt like I missed something major
Yeah.
during that match. And what I did see of it, especially that missed dive by Macklin, I thought he was going to take out Jade Chung's leg.
Oh my
I
god. Oh
honestly
my god.
thought we might
That was
see some
that was one of the most
injuries
badass
showing.
things I've ever seen. That was one of the
Yeah, that
I don't think I was like I was trying to like look. I was even looking things up and I was thinking about like the past. I don't remember seeing anything like that in my life. Where
uh,
he just dove
not.
out like there was like nothing stopped him. He just dove
I
from
know
like
with the rate going outside the big metal I don't know pole. I thought maybe he would slow down, but then he kind of like he kind of kept going, and then like he kind of half wiped out the ringside table there too. So I didn't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
there'd
you're
be
right. Yeah.
personal.
And like you said, I thought he literally, it looks like he could have just made Josh's wife's legs explode if he hit them. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
at
yeah,
that,
she
at that
she
speed.
totally. I think if she wouldn't have got out of the way when she did, I think she
Oh, yeah,
might have
totally.
suffered like maybe a
Oh,
torn
yeah,
ACL or
totally.
something.
And speaking of that, Al Snow was just on Vince Russo, who I know everyone, you can bash Russo, but Al Snow is one of the smartest motherfuckers alive when it comes to wrestling. And he was talking about, just a lack of overall safety in wrestling. And he guaranteed someone's going to die in an AEW ring because of all their insane injuries. And I mean, Will Ospreay dropped someone on his fucking head, almost broke their neck. Madison Rayne almost did it. Like he had a whole thing. It was just three very recent ones, but like people are almost dying. And again, like Al Snow, like
Well,
he
I
was explaining.
remember.
I don't know if you know this, but Al Snow doesn't let anyone in OVW unless they go through like extensive training. Like he does
Well,
more
was it too
training
long?
than fuck. Can you imagine he does more training than like TNA and AEW?
Well, and not to also to the point of what you were mentioning with Al Snow, with them saying somebody might die in the ring. I know not too long ago, Kiera Hogan was wrestling in a hardcore match, and she, she nearly spent all her life
Oh, it's almost every.
being spilled outside the ring.
It's seriously
So
getting to like a weekly thing on AEW, but whatever. Um, that's what I mean. But just this thing with him, I mean, like I don't know, just it wasn't a botch though. Like you know what I mean? This was just a
yeah,
psychotic move where it's like, I don't know,
yeah.
and like I don't know. His whole thing was, I thought he had a great line. He said, Al Snow said, like, listen, if you're good enough at what you do, you can make people believe that a claw can be a finisher. You know what I mean? Like the claw, Von Erich.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
And
Von Erichs definitely.
he's totally right. I mean, Hulk Hogan had a leg drop, and these people are now like doing these insane moves for what? Like they're not bringing back fans. They're not like wrestling is just losing fans because everything is about wrestling and everyone trying to kill each other and put on 9-star matches. I also found out that AEW gives bonuses to wrestlers who get better Meltzer ratings. So these guys are fucking killing themselves for one guy's ratings. Like someone might actually die for one guy's ratings for like what, an extra 10 grand? It's absolutely
Wow,
insane.
that's for real.
Yeah, that's totally a real thing. I just found that totally insane. But we're talking TNA here, so let's get back to let's do the opening. We'll just do it in order. TNA, Crazy Steve for the digital media title defeated Joe Hendry. AJ Francis interfered. We think we both agree we love AJ Francis.
Oh yeah, and I called this in the asylums where they were partaking in the picks for going into the pay per view. I nailed this to a T. I
Nice.
said I figured AJ Francis would interfere, and
Nice
that's
one.
what they did. So
Got to give a shout out to TNA Asylum and my boy Robles, who we also did predictions, and he beat me, and I did really bad. That's another thing I'll give him credit for. I did really bad with predictions, and I love that. Like I love not knowing who's going to win matches. The
oh
Rascals.
yeah,
I mean, well, Steve won the first one. Just get that out of the way. That was fine. It wasn't. I mean, it was more about a story with what's his name, and I think he's gonna just become more and more of like a player. I don't know exactly what. Also, Laredo Kids couldn't get there, so he was replaced by Hendry. Visa issues. And then there was the Rascals versus Speedball Mountain. This is the one I would have lost money on. Speedball
yeah.
Mountain got the win. You know what I mean? Like what's his name had like when was the last time Speedball got a win? Like it seems like totally random and
Well, I thought I went with the way that it went because I figured, what was it, was it Thursday night or the week before, the Rascals got a win over Speedball Mountain, and I thought maybe they would at least give it get back that loss that they
yeah.
had lost. And I kind of went that way, but on paper I probably would have ordinarily went with the Rascals.
I mean, I guess I like it because I mean, Speedball Mountain gives you another legit tag team.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Like
they
they
did look
actually,
better in this matchup than they did prior. So
I mean, they have worked together in the past. I just think like maybe it's been a while, so they got to like click together again. Yeah, that was a good match. It was 8 minutes, but it was good. Um, Again, we always say it, but how about one pre-show match and then you just pump up things or whatever? So the show starts off with
well,
Nemeth Macklin, which I thought was an awesome way to start. And God, I can't say enough about Macklin. Good God. But we have to mention he might be leaving very soon. His contract is up in May.
Well, is it really? I didn't realize it was coming up that soon.
He said he
I
wants to stick
figured.
around. Yeah, he said he wants to stick around, but who the hell knows? I mean, he's got Deanna in AEW, and He
Yeah,
lost.
maybe
He loses. He loses a lot of matches.
he's been a bit of a for lifer, so I could honestly see him staying too.
I
Like a
think he's
PC thing.
more like a Moose. Like I don't know. Like I think
Yeah,
Moose is just. I think Moose could go there, but he Moose literally said, I'm not going to go there and be a mid card, or we're not going to be a top guy here. And I think that's kind of that's what Kaz is also doing. Kaz, who is also effing killing it right now. So yeah, awesome match. Nemeth got the win. The one thing I didn't like, it was so obvious that he was going to win.
Oh yeah. It was so obvious because Nemeth had just won the global title, New
Yeah,
Japan. So I kind of figured it'd
yeah.
be kind of hot shit. It would be kind of disrespectful to New Japan if they were to pass it over to Macklin so soon.
See, that's funny because Christian Thompson, our pal, says, I'm actually not sure if this was ever a title match as previously advertised because the ring announcer didn't announce Nemeth as retaining. And then they say they'll have to go back, and he has to go back and watch to make sure about that. But also, the best rivalry TNA had in 12 months since Bully and Josh. I think I agree, but I feel like everything Macklin does is like a great rivalry, and I don't know. The guy's
Oh
just
yeah,
killing.
definitely.
He's just killing
He
it, man.
definitely is. I just don't like the overall booking. It seems like he loses
Oh
as
yeah,
much
no,
as he wins, and
no, definitely,
which
definitely.
it makes it hard.
Unless
It
again,
just makes
unless
it hard
unless
to.
he's leaving, then
Yeah,
it would make sense. But
well, it makes it hard as a fan to embrace him too much because you're kind of like,
yeah,
you want your favorite to win, and
yeah,
he doesn't really have the resume in terms of win loss.
yeah. No, even if he's like you're saying, if you're gonna have him use him like this, like give him some goddamn wins on Impact, let him
Yeah, or
like
even
let him tear
more
through some
explosion.
motherfuckers, like PCO or whatever that the other. I literally don't know his name. The guy who PCO fought
Yeah.
here tonight. I already forgot his name. That's how unmemorable that dude is. Um, so yeah, Nemeth won that one, obviously. This one was great, I thought. Bullet Club versus System with Alicia. Me and Robles called this one. Did you?
Yeah. In fact, I did, and a little bit of a thing I did notice. I don't know if you've noticed it. They've kind of
No.
ditched the Bullet Club stuff,
Oh,
and now
good.
they're just coming to the ring as ABC. And I wonder if maybe they're, I don't know, whatever you want to say, the
Oh, someone said
likenesses
in the
of
comments. Someone mentioned in
Bullet
the comments,
Club is
which
no longer, I
yeah,
guess.
I, I apologize. I can't see our comments because again, I'm in the middle of nowhere and I don't have my laptop, which I usually have. So, but somebody commented what ABC actually means, and I was like, oh crap, that's right. It made sense, but whatever. We did get a bunch of cool comments recently, and I'll try to pull them if I possibly can. But okay, so yeah, new champions. I loved it at the system. Um, I felt like we knew Moose was winning, so it was like kind of the night for the system, which I love.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. That's what
yeah,
my thinking. I would, in fact, I was just going to say that. I kind of felt like it was going to be the systems night
yeah.
coming out of.
And then we have the Khan match, which I don't know, man. First of all, who the hell told him he's the baddest man in TNA? That really annoys me. Like,
I thought
what
that
have
was Rhino.
you've done? You've done nothing to prove that. So,
Yeah, that's
oh, okay,
definitely.
okay,
I
just
never
okay. Did you
the
not think how?
baddest.
Okay, was this not weird as hell? Thank God thank you, Christian, for reminding me of things that I didn't. Okay, so Khan beats the shit out of the timekeeper, which I thought was really funny because the timekeeper was like this tiny. It was obviously this tiny little wrestler dude. He was just tossing the fuck around. So then he gets in the ring and he calls out PCO when they have a match scheduled. Did you? Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Like,
I guess it kind of just like bypassed me until you just mentioned it.
Christian wrote, perhaps Khan is not that bright. And the lights went out. PCO's in the ring, and like, I don't know. This is right. They Khan friggin', tried to. I can't not laugh when he tries to murder someone with a neck snap. Like, certain things
Yeah,
you shouldn't have in
taking it back
wrestling.
to the Zoots days with
Yeah,
Hogan.
you can't have murder in wrestling as a possible thing. Like, you just can't. It can't be a thing. I used to hate that about Janice. Like, if you would if you would get hit with Janice, you would die. If you hit somebody in the head with Janice, like a nail would be stuck in your head, and you would probably die. Like certain things just. But whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't.
and the thing
What?
is, I guess we're not going to have any sound check or either. I believe he did it to Alan Angels the Thursday before.
Oh, okay. Yes, we might be out for a while. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we saw Angels tonight. Also, I don't think we mentioned who helped. Wait, am I wrong? Oh yeah, forget it. I thought somebody helped the system, but no. I'm thinking of another match.
Yeah, Eddie won with the
Yeah,
Boston Knee Party for the win
yeah,
after Myers hit the roster cut on
yeah. Good stuff. And I think you
Ace.
mentioned last time how Myers just. I mean, well, we mentioned like he's just been awesome. He's great in the ring. Like Jesus, talk about underrated.
Oh my
So
God!
yeah.
Did
Okay,
you
go ahead.
see the spear he did
Oh yeah.
outside the?
Oh great.
That was
Awesome.
sick.
Awesome. And like yeah, I was like, wow, that was fucking Myers.
Yeah, he's
Um.
definitely wrestling inspired for sure. He's
Yeah.
a huge pickup. I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't turn my back on him.
And the
He's a
best thing
really
that and the
improved.
best thing that happened to him was getting rid of Cardona. Remember him with Cardona?
Yeah.
He just sucked. It was like it felt like I don't know. It's kind of like if my brother was on this podcast. I feel like he would be running things because he's my older brother, and I feel like that's kind of like the situation they're in. I don't know.
Well,
That's
and I
just
kind of felt like Cardona couldn't keep up with our roster because we're so much faster than he's used to wrestling against. And
yeah. No,
like
he just
Myers has a way of, even
Cardona's just
though he's not as fast, he
he's an
tends
indie
to,
character.
yeah,
Cardona's an indie
exactly.
character. I think that's really all he is. I mean, whatever. So, yeah, I don't want to talk much about this match. PCO beat Khan in like 9 minutes, or yeah, 9 minutes it says here. Um, I don't know.
This
I don't get it.
surprised me though. It's a little bit more entertaining than their counter encounter before though. I thought it was like had some pretty cool things go
Yeah, I
on
mean
in
it
that.
wasn't bad. So it wasn't bad, and it involved Khan. So I'm okay with that.
I think we could thank PCO for bringing out
Yeah.
better in this match. So
Um, Now possibly one of the most shocking um results in a while I've seen. I swear to God, I would have put like $500 on MK Ultra winning this match against
oh yeah,
Danny and
definitely.
Jody Threat. Like it was. I don't even realize this. Jesus, it was 5 minutes, including the pre-match shenanigans, according to Christian again. Jesus, I didn't even realize it was that short. So
And I'm not sure if I'm real sold on this name Spitfire either. I don't think
they
it's the.
literally just got a tag team name, and it made me think, okay, well, there's no chance they're winning if they just got a tag name. Maybe they'll look good. You know what I mean? But like, it was so
It
short,
kind of
and they
felt like
lost.
Spitfire title to
Yeah, yeah,
Spitfire.
very odd, very odd. I'm not going to spoil anything now, but that is 2 consecutive losses for Masha, and yeah, well, that's all I'll say for now. Josh Alexander versus. Wow, is that true? His first name is Alexander
What's
Hammerstone.
no? This is the second matchup. This was
Oh no, no, I
Hammerstone.
mean Hammerstone's first
With,
name is Alexander. Did you know that?
yeah, I think I did. I think I forgot until
Uh,
now.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't think Christian Thompson's ever wrong. So, but yeah, going
yeah.
back to that, Danny Luna and Jody Threat. I mean, super weird. I mean, they won. They did the thing that I hated more than anything in wrestling, where Danny beats. They each won singles matches to make them look
Oh
like they
yeah,
were
they rolled her
incredible.
up.
Like, I don't. Did they even win a tag match? I don't know. Maybe one, but like, I don't know. I hate everything about this.
Well, I think what happened is Spitfire individually has pinned both members.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
it,
I don't.
I kind of went the opposite way with that because
Yeah, me
normally
too.
when
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like they
Yeah.
went
I thought it was just
total one.
like, yeah, they look good. I thought, give them the wins, and then they got a name. I was like, oh crap, maybe they won't get destroyed, and they'll get a few minutes to look good. But never did I thought they would win the titles. And it makes me think that one of those two is leaving. I mean, MK Ultra seems to love those fucking titles, and like they took all the pictures and they were promoting like crazy with those titles, and I don't know, it just seems very weird. And I don't know. I guess we'll see where it's going. But like again, I hate that division. I hate it so much. It makes me angry. I think they end up bringing
Yeah.
in multiple new tag teams, like just to show up at the tapings to lose to them. But whatever.
Oh, we might want to mention too. Gail had mentioned something about on Twitter. Someone had asked her about more knockouts coming into the division, and she
Yeah,
was like, more or less, stay tuned.
yeah,
Be patient.
that's a
So
good one. Somebody also mentioned in the comments that Su Young is making her way back from an injury, and damn it, I forgot the other one. Me and Robles still believe Allie's going to show up like any minute, even though we've been saying it for like a year now.
well, she needs to hurry up sooner than later if she can.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be this one, but I don't know. Maybe they do have another taping. I said it tapings, so I think they taped like 2 or 3 shows this weekend. Then they're going to tape like 4 maybe at the next one before Rebellion. Also, super weird timing with this. They had like 2 specials in 3 weeks, and now there's going to be like 6 impacts before Rebellion.
Oh yeah, they've got 2 shows in Ontario. One starting this Thursday,
Yeah.
and then on the 28th they're at the 2300 Arena in Philly for about a month.
Yeah, so
and they did announce going into this pay-per-view that at the Armory in Albany, they're going to be doing what did they say? Under Siege, is it?
Oh, I missed that.
And I was like, man, I'm so damn tempted to go down to Albany because it's only like probably 4-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
I'd have to have a reason to go.
Yeah, here's a good line from Christian. There are only 3 teams in the division. Don't break one up. Was a big, totally agree about the breaking up MK Ultra. Like Jesus. Okay, then Josh versus Hammerstone. I thought this was awesome for the most part. I loved Hammerstone dominating in the beginning, but I don't know. I don't like the fact that he needed to cheat and get a low blow. I would have liked to see him just brought in like he just out wrestled.
Yeah,
Josh.
it definitely didn't surprise me because he's been a heel virtually nearly 90% of the time in wrestling, dating back to his days in IWA. So
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't even know he was brought in as a heel here. Like I don't, because we don't really know anything about the character other than he was facing Josh in Canada, which makes him a heel. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he had a partner, Chamberlain. They were a tag team. I wouldn't mind having him come in at some point down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I just love that Hammerstone got the win. I don't love it. I would have loved it more if he got like a clean win, but he's a heel, so. But good lord, he's fucking huge. Great wrestler, enormous, like perfect.
Yeah, like warrior.
Just great for the, just great and needed for the friggin' division, for the main event division.
Got a good look.
Yeah, no, guy's fucking enormous. I mean, he's even taller than I thought. Okay, yeah.
He could go.
Oh, so the good hands were scheduled for this match. I thought I read that. It was Mustafa Ali and the good hands. And then the Grizzly Young Veteran just like replaced him. I don't think anyone even mentioned it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Thursday before the pay-per-view. Ali approached them. They approached Ali backstage and they were apologizing, saying they were sorry.
Yeah,
they didn't get the job done, and he lost confidence in them more or less.
Okay.
You could tell he's thinking, that they're garbage, basically. And he goes, "I'll have these. I've got some other gentlemen lined up."
Okay.
You could tell Hotch didn't like it, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, this is one of those
surprised to see a match between those 2 down the road, or those 4.
I was thinking, or was it a twist because they did help them here? Hotch and what's his name did come out at one point, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No, I do think though there's a good shot that Hotch could turn face over all of this as well.
Keep
maybe.
Keep the other one in the group. Maybe keep the veterans. I don't know. Or Ali's just using people, and it's not really a big group. That's also cool. But yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was really good. As much as I don't like 6-man tags, this was very good, and they made it look like Shelley was definitely going to turn, which didn't happen. So that was cool. And I don't know. It was a really fun match. Kushita's fucking awesome.
Oh, just getting back to the match. Hammerstone had planted Josh with a nightmare pendulum for the 3 count. I like that name, and now it's on to the match that you were
cool
mentioning
move too.
there.
Yeah, cool move. Cool name, cool move. I like everything about the dude. One thing I didn't like, I thought it made Josh look really stupid. He tried to make him tap, I think. Right? Was that what it was?
Oh yeah, I didn't like how
and Josh kind of like took his hands up like he won the match, like even though the ref wasn't there. Like, what did he?
Well, did you see at the end of that match that Hammerstone kind of walked away with a trophy? He took Josh's headgear. And
that was very cool. Very cool. Love it. Yeah. Small thing that I loved. Also,
way to get into somebody's headgear, kind of rubbing salt in the wound, even especially with them losing to you. You know what I mean?
Now I'm not sure if this was the main event or the tag match, but it might have been both of them. I haven't seen anyone mention this, but I noticed a really shady looking referee. I think it was the main event. The dude just looks shady as hell, okay? And then during the match, like 3 different things happened where I was like, the ref should have caught that. So I'm totally calling a Nick Patrick thing. Nobody knows it's coming right now. but that dude is going to be Nick Patrick for the system. The main event ref. Look him up right now, people. Look at his face. Look at this dude's face. He has the most heel face I've ever seen in my life. And it looked like he was making trying to look as heelish as possible, or I was just crazy stoned. I don't know. Whatever. We'll get back to that in a second. But first, the TNA Knockouts Championship. So you didn't
keep an eye on that.
Okay, you didn't
no,
know.
I didn't know, but it would be pretty cool.
I asked Christian too, and they're like, "Oh, no, didn't catch anything." I'm like, "All right, I swear, just after we're done with this, just pull up the final match and just look at the ref's face at any moment. He looks like he wants to murder everyone. Maybe the ref is having a bad night. I don't know." So, yeah, good call by Christian again. There's not much story here. Zia versus Jordan versus Tasha. You know, they couldn't name a number one contender, so they just put those two in there. Yep, totally lame. Ash was out there, who, I don't know, I started laughing. I was like, you know what? It would be funny if she just never does anything and she just watches matches.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see Ash. I don't want to see Ash versus Jordan. You know what I mean? Like Dana Brooke versus Jordan.
Well, I definitely think this whole setup with Jordan and Zia and Tasha was more or less a program to set up Zia with Ash because of the water.
That's what I mean. You set up thing. That's what I mean. You're using Jordan to set up Zia versus. That's weird. I mean, like they have nobody. They obviously have nobody for Jordan right now, and I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I think they're gonna have like Camille or someone at the next tapings, because there's literally nobody. There's nobody. I mean, unless I don't know something happens with Kelly or something. I have no idea. So main event, the one where I thought there was a Jordan got the win there. I mean, I don't know how to. It was a very good match. It was shockingly a really good match.
They must have changed her name or her finishing move to the Juggernaut Driver. I didn't know that's what it was.
Not a fan of changing names like that. Oh wait, I see Code Red. Is that what it was?
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. That's from Christian. Maybe Jesus. Maybe he's sticking with the old name, and they went with the new name. Yeah. I don't really pay attention to any of those things. So, but yeah, I'm remembering it back now, and this was a really good freaking match. And I was like shocked because I was expecting just a quick 5-minute, I don't know, bullcrap match, and it's like 13 minutes. And what's name looks really good. I mean, Tasha's awesome. I don't know the deal with her shit booking, but Zia looked really freaking good. Like, I thought she looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I thought it was just me, but it's good to see that she kind of won you over too, and I thought she really held her own with Grace for the size difference. And
I thought she was gonna have silly
experience.
I thought it was gonna be laughable.
I was seeing, maybe a title on her down the road, even if it's tag team.
Shocking, but yeah. I mean, totally. I mean, they have so many goddamn tag teams. Maybe stick her in one for a while, so fans get to know her before this. But whatever. Main event. Again, this was the last two matches I thought were incredibly, we all knew Jordan was going to win, and we all knew Moose was going to win. So those are two things I didn't like about this show too much. But I mean, Eric Young is awesome. The main event was very good, I would think, and I don't know. I think it was better because I just kept staring at this ref thing. So I would give it an extra star for that. But Christian gave it 4.5 stars. So I mean, that's just to show how. And I mean,
well, this match kind of had the feel of it like the time when Eric Young was going against. At the time it was Magnus, but it's
he felt more like Eric Young.
Yeah, and the thing is, I felt like any minute now, maybe we might see Lightning strike one more time. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't think he would lose, but I didn't know either with the way booking has been. Like maybe a quick run with Eric, and then
I mean, I did say it's the Robles. I said it's Robles after the MK Ultra match. I'm like, dude, anything can happen after that. You know what I mean? Like if MK Ultra lost, Moose could have lost, but. Nope. Yeah. And I nailed this one. I think I said it a week ago that Kazarian would do something. And I don't know if this was true, but they said he was I think this under the ring did he come from? And
he was a masked man.
Hannafan said he was there. Hannafan said he was there since noon, which I mean I feel like it's something that would be true. And I don't know. I love shit like that. I mean, again, the mask thing, which me and Robles talk about all the time. He quickly unmasked, but still.
I didn't think it was Kazarian. That's how good he.
I thought it was good. I mean,
he was at
too obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did, but in another way, I did it because, like, I thought he disguised it very good. Like, he didn't wear the typical stuff, and like, I don't know, he just came to the out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Also great crowd. Again, thank you, Christian, for mentioning that. Didn't forget it. I thought there was some
Yeah,
points where the
sold
crowd was
out.
just. Yeah, I mean, I
It
thought there
was
was some points.
officially sold.
I thought they were like loud most of the night, but some points they were like just oddly dead. But I don't know. I guess that's just wrestling. So Christian gave it a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7.7 just because I don't know. There's a few things I loved, and I don't know. I complain a lot,
And
but I'm pretty easy. I just want to be entertained for the most part.
and I think I'll have to give it a straight up 8. I think I took off because of the the glitches and whatnot, because it did take a little bit out of the pay per view. I think it might have possibly someone had said it's possibly the best pay per view they've done this year. So
Yeah. See, I thought it was my Wi-Fi, so
yeah,
I didn't realize until like later on until I saw the tweet from it. TNA. All right,
I
everyone
kept
else.
meaning to go back and watch the
Yeah.
Nemeth and Macklin match in its entirety, but like every time I went to do something like that, things would come up. So I watched a good majority of it, and I know it was a really solid match. Possibly could be match of the year candidate.
Yep. And now everyone get the hell out of here unless you want spoilers. Okay. Um, Spoilers below are courtesy of TNA Asylum and or via bodyslam.net, whatever. I don't really give a shit about giving people credit. Rosemary defeats Masha. Wow. Wow. So that is 3 consecutive losses for Masha. And Rosemary, I can't think of the last time she won a singles match. So, hey, good for my old friend who maybe she'll get back to being Rosemary one day. Mustafa
Maybe
Ali
it's a case.
defeated.
Maybe it's
Sorry.
a case of game changer wrestling. Maybe having a longer, like a better deal for Masha or something. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Also, maybe
I feel like
someone
there's
real.
something more.
Also, somebody maybe realized. Maybe somebody looked around and was like, "Holy crap, that Rosemary is a cool character, and she was a star once for us. Maybe we should do that again." Mustafa Ali defeated Saban. That's probably gonna be awesome. Saban's goddamn has matches of the year like
Oh, he beats him
nonstop.
again at the set of tapings.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, I bet you he's gonna go full heel.
Yeah. And how's this one? Josh comes out for a match. Oleg Prudius and Bravo interrupted. Bravo's still around. God damn it. Josh defeated Oleg Prudius because why? Crazy Steve cut a promo. PCO interrupted. Okay, now that sounds cool. They got a Crazy Steve PCO for thing going on right now.
Yeah, I
Kazarian.
like.
Yeah, I mean Steve. I mean that's 2 of our favorite guys. I mean, but I don't know. Both. I guess Crazy. Yeah, I guess Steve is the heel. Nemeth and the System had an in-ring segment. Spitfire defeated local talent as Decay watched. Spitfire. Jesus, I can't. Kazarian defeated Ace Austin. That's an interesting one. I mean, that's a match I don't think we've seen yet. Kazarian attacked Bay after, and EY made the save. Also, again, they're still. I like that. They got the long-term EY Kazarian thing going. This I hate more than anything in the world, and I want to throw up. Jake Something is the new #1 contender for the TNA title. X Division title after defeating Bay, Hotch, Knight, Angels, and Slater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actual X Division guys. Ugh.
You said Slater. Is that Leon Slater,
Leon,
right?
yeah, not Heath is not
Okay,
back.
not.
Sorry. No, I think is that the first appearance of Leon Slater on
I
Impact?
believe so, Jay. Yeah, I
Yeah, no,
believe.
I
In
think he,
several months at least.
yeah. And then gotta say, didn't like them for a while, but the Groovy Veterans. I'm just gonna keep changing their names because I don't like their real name, but they interrupted Diener and wait a minute. They jumped Diener and the Time Splitters made the save. What is Diener, a face now? Whatever.
I don't know.
Time
He's
Splitters
a tweener,
defeated.
I guess.
So then Shelley and Kushida defeated the Grizzly Veterans. Interesting. This one just says Crazy Steve versus PCO because they don't know what happens. Ash by Excellence. Ash by Excellence. That's not right, is it?
Elegant.
Yeah. Sorry, you wrote this wrong. You wrote this wrong. That was not me. Ash by Elegance defeated Enhancement Talent. Zia ran Ash off after the match, so yeah, we called that one. TNA Knockouts World Championship match. That's pretty odd. Jordan defeats Tasha. Also, it's pretty sure it's Black History Month, so maybe you guys shouldn't have had that happen there. Nick
Did you
Nemeth.
catch?
What?
Did you catch Iceman on Thursday's episode of Impact when Ash was wrestling?
This is one of those weeks where I don't remember it because of the show. You know.
He goes, "Get out of the ring because you're not elegant or something like that." I thought it was funny. Okay. He did, like it's one of his better insults.
All right, good for him. Of course, he does. Of course, I missed the one funny thing he does. Nemeth and Speedball Mountain defeat Macklin and the Rascals. That should be fun. Jeez. Macklin yelled at the Rascals and told them to leave at one point. Macklin, he just fought them on himself. The System jumped the faces after the. Oh, I like that. The System jumped the faces after the match. Nice.
Oh.
And that's it.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, too, they don't really have. I mean, they got Jake as the number one contender for the X division, but like, I would even consider bringing back the Deaners as a tag team. I mean, at least it would be, there'd be something likable about it. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of be like our version of the Briscoes, or you know what I mean?
Maybe after Jake loses to Mustafa, because he's oh god, Jesus. Maybe I know what I hate to say. Maybe he'll win the goddamn title. They love this goddamn guy, man. I thought it was Scott. I don't know. Whatever. Also, did you read? Sorry, before we leave, which I got to leave in a second. But Gary, did you read the thing about TNA fans showing up to this with "We Want Scott" signs, and then beyond that, they had a backup plan where they had these little cards that said "We Want Scott." Is that not like psychotic? I mean.
At this point, I'm sorry if you're a TNA fan, or you have to question: are you a bigger TNA fan or are you a Scott fan?
Are you a fan of the man? I mean,
let it go. I mean, like the wrestlers have made peace with it. The Josh Alexander was signed extension or whatever, or they took his option or whatever. And if these gentlemen are willing to still stake it out.
Not one wrestler has said a word. Not one wrestler has said a word since,
Yeah, so like why don't these fans move on?
It's over. Just don't watch everyone except. It's seriously, go away. They don't need you. They'll survive without you guys. The 20 of you or whatever who think you're God's gift to the world, that you have to do like a fan takeover like WWE shit. And they weren't thrown out. Whatever. I mean, I would have thrown them out. I don't care I don't care if it looks bad. I don't care. I don't care if they're VIPs. Throw them all out. Don't let them ever come to a show again.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we could have, we could throw up signs too. We want Eli Drake back.
Seriously,
we moved on.
If we did that, we'd be called terrible fans. But they can do it because they want their friend Scott back, because he was such an amazing. Because he brought them so many viewers and left them with like 50,000 viewers or something. Whatever, and a destroyed knockouts division, and no tag division, and no main event division, and no X division, and is there any divisions left? The digital media division? Who the hell is the number one contender for that? Who's the number one contender for anything? And things haven't.
That's why I didn't.
In terms of booking,
that's why I didn't like. That's why I didn't want Henry back in that pre-show match with Steve, because we've already been there, done that, and I'm like, why not give that opportunity to somebody else? Like. Another face that now doesn't get me.
I'm seeing a lot of people complaining, like, well, the spoilers weren't great, and this wasn't great, and this wasn't great. And I'm like, yeah, no, I agree, but also like they're kind of stuck, and like I think they're making title changes and doing shit like just to like maybe get attention. I mean, I'm not sure. Also, I think they're gonna have like a big. I don't know, like they need like a big thing, but I mean, maybe it could be the System, like just maybe they did have a nice coming out party at Sacrifice, so maybe that continues.
Well, the thing is, they're kind of like in neutral right now, because there's really not. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they could go out and sign this amount of talent and whatnot, but the talent they have, at least for the most part, are TV ready in terms of like can talk on the mic.
It's like they're in neutral, but kind of like maybe a slow reboot, like things like bringing back Rosemary to the world and into being a star, like.
Yeah.
Jesus, like I mean, I give that match crap, but like I fucking love Rosemary. She's literally one of my favorite characters ever. They just ruined her and made her a joke, and she made her a joke by allowing to be that silly character last year. But whatever. I have a kid to watch, so we should get out of here.
Yeah, sounds good, Jay.
We should get out of here. Oh, God. That's my sister. Really loud. See that? Can't even. Okay. All right, everyone. We'll catch you next week.
Catch you next week.